following along the lines of asking the question, is it good? Some people start something and then take it too far to the extreme. So, they start off as a 5K run, and they end up doing ultra marathons. And with all due respect to people who run Ironmans and ultra marathons, I think too much of anything is too much. You need to find a happy medium. My goal really in all this industry is to help find the right general path for most people and give some sort of parameters of where you should be in a real life, not one that has an abundance of time to run hours on end and whatever it might be. And that goes for yoga, that goes for weight training, all that stuff. Like, you shouldn't be spending 3 or 4 hours a day every day. It shouldn't be a part-time job what you're doing. And if it is and you're competing, power to you. It's just not what most people are doing or should be doing or can be doing in most cases. So what I'm saying is that you need to kind of find a balance in your plan. You do need to incorporate some sort of mobility, stretching, yoga type stuff. You do need to have a little bit of cardio at the very least for your heart. You do definitely, for everybody needs resistance training for health and for aesthetic goals or performance goals. But again, too much of something is too much, and that goes for if you're reducing carbs and you're going all the way to keto, it's probably too much. With all due respect to all the keto followers here, and there's nothing wrong with any of this stuff. There's nothing wrong with doing yoga all the time, but it probably does not line up with your goal, and it's probably not sustainable. That goes for a lot of nutrition plans and that sort of thing, and that's why you'll always find me promoting the middle path with some variation, with a couple areas on one end, the other in the spectrum that allows you to live your life a little bit more. So that what that also says is, if you're not currently doing some of these things, it's probably time to start incorporating it. If you're not doing some sort of breathing practice, if you're not doing some sort of mobility work, resistance training, some light activity, if you're not being aware of your nutrition, these things are important. They're becoming more and more important as our world evolves, and we're removed from our natural ways of movement, the ways of eating, and all these things. The world around us is changing, and we're no longer adapting to that world. So it's actually making it harder for us to navigate everything. And this is the whole reason why anybody's in the gym at any point anyway, because long time ago, you were outside doing activity, you were doing stuff that just to stay alive, and that was enough. That plus you weren't having a fully stocked fridge at all times. But again, digressing a little bit, the whole point of our message today is that it's important to sort of have a variety of these things, and try not to go too far down one path unless there is some reason why you're looking to go all the way down there, if you're competing, if you're performing, something like that. But for most of you guys, you don't need to be doing that. And I would discourage it. If all you're doing is weight training, if all you're doing is yoga, if all you're doing is running, my argument is that you need to make some different choices. You need to include some different things to get yourself more well-rounded, because in the end, fitness is really about preparing you for your life, allowing you to most benefit from your life, enjoy your life, get that fulfillment that everybody's looking for, and that means having the flexibility, the mobility, having the strength, having the capacity to go up a set of stairs, and to eat in a bunch of different situations. So again, don't go too far down one path. And if you know people are, we try to get them back in and incorporate other things, because too far down one path makes you too specialized, and that does create injuries, that does create movement patterns that are sort of fixated, and it doesn't allow you to be adaptable, versatile in the general scheme of things.